Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the US passport. I finally got one. That is absolute great. It was another goal reached. With the green card you are permanent US citizen. That means that you of course can't get a US passport. You need to make the citizenship test and then you get the US citizenship, and then you can apply for the passport. With the green card you have the problem that the passport of your original area or country needs to be kept up, because that's basically the document that you have for travel and for identity. That needs to be kept up and valid, and that can be sometimes a bit of a trouble. Like in my case, I needed to renew my Swiss one, and down in Atlanta, where they made that tiny little office from the Swiss embassy for renew the passport, they not even had a parking space there. So it's just a bit of hassle there too. And also with the green card you have travel restrictions. You should stay mainly in USA. Like if I had the money, I could not simply go with the green card back to Switzerland for like a half year or something like that. You can do shorter trips, but you can't stay longer away. Like with the US passport now, as a US citizen, I could go and live like for a half year in Canada, because the visa I would get really easy. Or of course I could go and live again for a half year in Switzerland, because I still have the Swiss citizenship as well. And coming back to USA without any problem, because I'm now US citizen, so there is no limitation anymore. And that was one of the reasons to get the US citizenship. Of course there are other reasons too. The green card lasts good 10 years, and then it expires. In older days, if you get the green card, that did last a lifetime, as long as you live. But they did change that for whatever reason, and I did not want to risk that it runs out after the 10 years. I'm now in USA for 8 years, and I did, like 2 years ago, I did start with the process for US citizenship. That takes quite a effort and a long time, but it's for sure worth it, because once you have that, it's a finish. There is nobody that needs to say yes, we give you another green card for another 10 years. If that is easy or to get or less easy, it's simply still some hassle, because somebody need to say yes or no. And with the US citizenship you don't have that anymore. That was for me always a main goal in my life. There is nobody that has to say yes or no over my life, over how I live. I'm old enough, I take the responsibility, and there is no need to anybody wanna try to force anything over my head that I really don't want. That was one of the main reasons why I did come to USA, and I did leave the bad place in Switzerland, where they still to the day put down the poor people, and some of them there, they not even realize what they miss out every day. Since I did live good 40 years over there and 8 years here, I did come before that like 12 years every summer to USA. I can truly say I have two lives, one in Switzerland, a bad one, and in USA, a good one. With all the experience that I made in my life, it's a bit unique for sure, because there are not too many Swiss that emigrate, that see both sides one to one. And for me, it was always important to see the basic life, how the regular people live wherever I did go. Was it to England, was it to Germany, was it to USA, whatever. And I did travel quite a lot to see the real life, how they do, how they manage their life, to see what I think is good, what I think is bad. And USA for sure is far superior in a regular life compared to Switzerland. That being said, the passport did come last week. I did celebrate a bit, of course, fast a bit with a good schnitzel and friends, and good food, and that took like 2 months to get the passport. I did not do the express checkout. You can pay him $100 more if you need the passport a bit faster. I did not do that. I did quite likely a week after the citizenship. After I got that done, there was a ceremony down in Atlanta as I came back. Then the next week I did apply for that passport and pay the money. It was really easy to get the pictures done as well. In USA you can do that absolutely easy and fast, no hassle at all. In Switzerland that was the complete opposite. You had to make appointments, you had to take the train and the bus to go there, and it was a heck of a price and all that, and sometimes they not even made a correct picture size wise about the needed size or the shape or the angle of the face, or God knows what else they gonna need. In USA that was like really quick and cheap too. So we did that, gave him the money, filled out a small form, really easy too, and it took him 2 months to get the passport done in USA. The only complaint, if you want to say so, I have is that they do not send it with the signature confirmation. It simply comes in a regular envelope. There is a USPS tracking that is really nice, but they did not email you or tell you the tracking number, so quite likely they simply ship that out, and if it's not gonna arrive for whatever reason, then they check where it is, and that is a bit I would say dangerous. You see that firsthand where that did come from. The US government official mail, you see where that comes from, and my address is on it too with the new name, so the passport is of course in the new US name as well, and it simply comes like that, and inside is that paperwork and the passport, and you feel it through the envelope, of course, that there is a passport in it. So that would be easy for a criminal to steal that, and there works so many people in the USPS company. I don't say they are criminals, I'm just saying there is quite a possibility that somebody could steal one of them, one passport or more, because you see what it is, you feel what it is, and it has not even a signature confirmation that you see that people actually did get it. Anyways, that I would change. That is a bit unsecure. In a second envelope, even a thinner envelope, they did send back the original of the original paper of the US citizenship and the copy of the name change certification. That is another problem. If that important documents get bended or crushed or lost, there is no tracking, there is no thicker envelope at all. I'm just glad the thing did come through and finish, but apparently that is the way how they mail the things in USA. Before the FFL, the CCW, and even the social security number did come in a similar way, that just showed up in the mailbox, and no signature, no nothing. So if it would be me, I would change it. Those $2, $3, $4 extra for shipping, I would be happy to pay for that, so that it is more secure. Anyways, so we have a bit paperwork that comes with it. Yeah, that is for sure true. With the US passport, the world is yours. Many people in USA unfortunately do not have a passport for whatever reason. It costs, of course, a bit of money, and if you stay home, then here is the English. If you stay home, quite likely you're not gonna need it. USA is so big that you can enjoy yourself a lot just inside USA and finish. In Europe that would not work out too well, because the places are tiny. Switzerland has the size about from Los Angeles with the suburbs. Of course, in Los Angeles are more people, because it's relatively flat. Switzerland has mountains and valleys, so there can't be that many people living in there and all that. But I'm just saying, in USA it's gonna get tougher too. Apparently they wanna change the law that even inside USA for traveling with airplane, that you need a passport. So far the valid driver's license work if you fly inside USA. Of course, if you're gonna fly outside USA or travel over to Canada over the border, you need a passport. Apparently a couple years back the US people could go into Canada without any passport. That did work, and there are some special cards available for the people that live like in New York, as they New York State, upper New York State towards Canada, that they simply can go over and back, I think even without the passport, with that specialized card. But I'm far away from there. I'm not gonna go that frequently there anyhow, so that is what we get, the passport. This one has a chip in it. That is in nowadays that way, so protect your information. I got me already a cover that is blocking the RFID signal, so nobody can scan that or steal the information. Passport like this is valid 10 years, so that gives quite a lifespan of the passport. I'm not going to show the inside, because there are information about me that not need to be on the video, you know, with the picture and the number and all that. But it's gonna be valid for 10 years, and you can pretty much travel anywhere in the world with that US passport. With the Swiss passport, that was a bit more a problem. Because the country is little, it's less known in the world, and sometimes they look a bit what it is. US passport, of course, they pretty much everybody knows. They may not like it that much, but they at least know it, so everything is well and working. Yeah, so another goal is reached and hooked off the list. A list that I did make a long time ago, in really dark hours in Switzerland, and I can now spend the time on reach some more goals that are on the list. It's for sure exciting times, as we have now August 2015. This year a lot of goals got reached, and some more are on the list, and we see how long those gonna take. But I still feel really well. The emigration to USA was the best thing in my life that ever did happen. That's for sure. If I look at the quality of life compared to what I had over there to what I have here, it's like day and night, absolute like day and night. And I would never trade it again. And I didn't know in Switzerland that it's gonna be good in USA. I did feel that, I did know that, but that it would get that really good here in USA that pretty quick. In after the burglary, like 6 years. It's absolute amazing, absolute amazing. And I want to say thank you to all the people that did help me, to the US people, that they make such a great country. It's not everything perfect, but I would say it's most perfect on all the places I was over the planet, and that was quite a lot. And there is always something to fix or something to complain, and we simply need to work on it and to watch it, not that we get the same bad laws and the same push down on free people like we have it in whole Europe. Europe is not a positive example. It doesn't matter what the people tell you in TV about Europe, that is a positive way over there. I can assure you it is not, because I did that for good 40 years. I saw it pretty much all over there, and it's plain simple disgusting. That makes you feel that bad that you say first goal in life is simply to get out of there as best as you can. And that is what did cost a lot of time and energy in my life. I did even lose my mama because of this. And I say still, after all, it was for sure worth it to get simply away of there. And I just hope we never gonna get in the same way here in USA, because where we would emigrate after this. Yeah, that much about the good news on the US passport. Roger, Swiss, Bianco.